Sayyidi, because meditation, we shouldn't ask anything of dunya. What is the best adab to ask of these types of dunya requests?
In meditation you can sit and contemplate and make istikhara, but in the meditation you're trying to make a connection with the heavens, not ask dunya issues. So those literally you can contemplate by yourself, and if you have a question you can ask the help me at Nur Muhammad for the Islamic basis of where and what direction to go, and then you confer with your heart. Is this good for me to do? And you connect with your heart, and you do your zikr and connect with your heart. But to actually go into the connection, make the connection and start asking, should I buy this, should I do like that, then it becomes a very dunya oriented connection, and most likely then the nafs enters and it's no longer about the heavens. And that's the dangers, when the nafs enters and says, yes, do it, you are a chosen one. And that's why our lives are, many times you choose and it doesn't work. So people who work with us, they figure that out. Oh, why didn't the shaykh just say, this address will be ours tomorrow? Doesn't work that way. We say, let's look at that address, didn't work. Let's look at that address, that didn't work. Look at that address, why? Because there's Allah not giving you answers like that. So life is our imtihan. We have to keep testing and seeing what is working and what is opening and where is it opening. Allah doesn't give any answers. So the shaykhs don't cheat, and they don't think their students are going to cheat, where you go, here's your address, this is where you'll be located. No, many times in our lives we went many different places, and we've given our story many times. When Shaykh Asham said, what I said, what am I going to do with myself, Sayyidi, before anything? You're going to have gas station. I said, what? I came all the way to Michigan, left my family and everything. I said, you're going to have gas station. Nam Sayyidi, go look up and down this highway for gas stations. I must have spent 6 months researching gas station. I saw this is the lousiest business you could ever enter into. There was no money in gas stations, it was money in the convenience store, and you had to sell all sorts of garbage in convenience stores. So I came back to Mawlana and I said, okay, I've looked at all these gas stations. And he said, yeah, isn't that a good business, right? And I said, no, it's not a good business. I said, okay, we're going to look for motels in this area. I'm going to go look for motels. It never was, tomorrow you're going to be a shaykh, don't worry. So your life is about you follow your testing and see where Allah's taking it. And in the end Allah grants victory. So our lives are always that situation. Everybody else, they want to say, should I do like that, should I do like that? But I'm not here to take your test. Why don't you figure out if you should do it? If you fail, then wipe your knees, get back up and let's go again. But if you're looking for easy answers and solutions to every test in your life, the shaykh is not going to do that. It didn't come for my life and it won't come for anyone's life around me like that. You're going to do testing. You're going to fall 3 times and keep getting up, because the success is based on how many times you get up, not on how victorious you were. Every time you get knocked down, Allah wants you to get him back right up, so that this person is a strong person, that nothing will bring them down, inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa بسير سورة الفاتحة. Yes, very difficult times.